Hey guys, it's me, your old buddy Mr. Moose, and today we are taking our first look at Giant Machines 2017. It is a new release coming out at the end of September on the 29th from Playway, and I gotta tell you, when I saw the title of it, I was like, oh yeah, this is for me. Who doesn't love giant machines, right? Big toys for big boys. So today we're going to take a look at this game and see what it's like. Now, Playway, of course, the distributor of Car Mechanic Simulator, Farm Expert 2017. And today I'm going to be taking a look at Giant Machines 2017 and see if it's something we want to get for ourselves. So will it live up to the hype? We'll find out. Let's take a look at it. Man, that trailer looks incredible, and if the game's anywhere near that, it's going to be awesome. So there's like 7 different machines in Giant Machines 2017 in a variety of situations, all the way up to the space shuttle and getting it ready to go down in Florida. So I think the whole thing sort of centers around that. But anyways, even though the space shuttle is discontinued, but we won't get into that because the equipment that was used for it looked pretty amazing. So I would love to play with it. So we're going to jump into the game and get started. I'm going to take you right from the beginning. So I'm going to hit new game and we are going to get started.
Your first task is to extract the silicone so we can finish the work on the space shuttle. Unfortunately, our main machine has a small malfunction.
All right.
The previous operator of the bucket wheel excavator was just fired. I sure hope you can do better.
Bet we can.
Use the Thug ZM tow to get closer to the field workshop.
Alrighty. All right, so here we are. We start off in this, I guess this is a staging area or something like that. Take a look around, check out the graphics a little bit. Got some boots down here on the ground. None of this stuff is interactive here, so we don't have to really worry about it or anything, but we do have to go over here to the thugs and we'll jump into it. So X to enter. Now I've got this set up 2 ways. I've got a keyboard mouse and I've also got it set up on a game controller, on my PS3 controller to play with, so I'm going to do that. So the first thing that we have to do is we got to start the engine on this, as it says start the tugs. So we'll go ahead and do that, and I'm going to turn the radio off because I don't want to get in trouble with any kind of music playing. We got to take the parking brake off, which is the handbrake right there, and everything is done by key assignment. So you're either going to use the keyboard to do something, or when you set your gamepad up, you'll use that. There's no real interaction with anything as far as, you know, being able to click on something here. So I don't think there is. Yeah, I can't click on a key or anything and turn anything off. So it's not a true simulation in the sense that you're going to be actually simulating the actual operation of things. This is more of an arcade game than a simulation, but it does look pretty cool. I mean, look at that crawler, man. That is pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing shovel there. So we're gonna head over here, and we're headed to that little diamond there, and that's where we're gonna get started. There is a little radio in here. It's got some radio tunes that are like, I guess, their tunes that they've got.
The broken wires lie on the tray next to the tank. Try to restore them using the workbench.
All right. But anyways, it's got some music in here. It's got a little radio that plays, and you can change. It's much like a GTA type radio. Oh, stop. I keep wanting to hit my brakes on my G27. I can't do that. All right, so parking brake. You got to turn the engine off, because if I try to get out, it will tell you can't get out of the engine while the engine's running. So we'll turn the engine off. We'll jump out. And we've got to go over here, and we got to pick this hose up that is on the pallet here, and we've got to take it over to the workbench. So just look at it, it will tell you to pick it up, and then we will take it over here to the workbench, place it on the workbench. We got to repair it just by holding down the X button until it is repaired. And I can do this with the keyboard as well, and I find that a lot of the movements with the keyboard are actually a lot more easier.
I see you're doing great. Hey, try not to die while you're attaching the wires to the actuator 100 meters above the ground.
Really? I mean, try not to die while you attach it. That makes me feel real safe. All right, so we got to take this thing and we've got to attach it to the top of that thing. Great. All right, so let's get going. And I'm going to actually use the mouse and keyboard to walk around and move with this time because it just seems a little bit easier for me to walk around with. There's some things, it's like driving seems to be easier with the PS3 controller, and then walking around and maneuvering around this kind of stuff seems a little bit easier with the mouse and keyboard. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I got to remember how to get up into this thing because it's you can get lost trying to get into this thing. So I think you come up here. It's like a maze. You got to walk all the way around this side of it, and then I think you go up this ladder, and then you come back around here. Whoever designed this thing really wanted to get an exercise program in. All right, then we got to climb up here. So we're going up this ladder, and I'm just using WAS and D to control with the keyboard. There's no special little things to I mean, you can look straight down, and as long as you keep the W key going, you're traveling up the ladder. Don't really think there's any risk of falling off. And we're gonna roll on up here to the top of this tower here. Check out the scenery as we climb up, and it can be completely unrealistic as we turn all the way around and look behind us as we climb. Anyways, all right, to the top and the whole.
Fits like a glove. Our next step requires starting the electromechanical transformers.
All right.
Go to the main platform and turn them on.
Go to the main platform and turn on the electrical mechanical transformers. Gotcha. All right, so back down the wire we go. Now, do we fall down this or what? Nope, we're climbing down. And we can run straight down it. No biggie. It's not like you got to really worry about falling off here. So yeah, it's not really a simulation as much as it is just a fun little game to play. And to give you the opportunity to play with some big boy toys, you know? Sorry, I had to cough there. Alright, so let's get down here to the deck. And we come over to this controller, and we got to do something here to get everything to start. Need a hold. Nope, that ain't it. That ain't it. There we go. Something's happening. These things are coming up into the air. Don't know what we're doing, but we're getting something ready to go.
Now this giant requires proper cooling. Turn on the two main fans using the lever on the back bridge.
All right, so we got to go to the back bridge right here and turn on some fans, which we can't get to this way, so we got to run all the way around. And sprint, hold down the shift key, and we'll run around here. I'm gonna go down this set of steps here. Here we go, and then we'll come back around here. And I believe we got to go up this ladder here. There we go. There's the fan. So we'll turn that one on. And we'll come over here. Turn this one on. Oh yeah, we should have some cooling.
All systems are up and running.
Yes, they are.
Go to the driver's cabin, start the bucket wheel excavator, and take it to the silicone excavation site.
All right. I like this guy. He's got that just redneck foreman voice. Silicone for construction site. All right, so down this little thing we go here, around here, and we're going in here, which is the driver's compartment. And by the way, the guy they just fired was a pig. I mean, there's trash everywhere. He left his shoes on the ground. There's a lot of shoes left around on this thing. Wool bottles laying on their side. I mean, all right, so let's bring up our controls for this. We're going to hold down the control button on this. Now, if I was doing this with my gamepad, I would hold down the back key here, and it would show me the controls for it. But I'm going to do this using the keyboard mouse to do this. So I'm going to open this up, and it's going to tell me to start the engine, to press X. So that gets us up and running, and the radio came on. I'm going to get rid of that by pressing P. And now we're ready to go. WASD steers, and then camera is with the mouse. So we got to move this big old behemoth over into that little thing. We have a couple of different camera angles that we get. So yeah, 4 different camera angles. One shows us where the actual digging bucket head is. And let's go. So we hit a little W. Oh, we got to release the handbrake. You really think this thing has a handbrake? I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe I think different when I think handbrake, but handbrake. Oh, pull that handbrake real quick there, Moosey. We're going too fast. Anyways, so we got to move this thing from its spot here over into that dark patch of dirt there, so that we can start getting some silicone out of this thing, out of this mountain. As you can see, I guess they've already started cutting quite a bit of it. So let's go ahead and bend on around here a little bit. It seems like we're turning real quick. Oh, we're turning a little bit now. We're getting our turn on. Get her lined up here. And come on now. We're not going anywhere fast, but you know, this thing doesn't move fast. It's not designed to, right? These things are massive. So, all right. It's actually, the game's moving quite much faster than they would in real life. In real life, you wouldn't be noticing how fast it's moving. It's a crawl. I think the ones in real life, don't they run off of like electrical umbilical cords? Anyways, all right, let's get this thing going over here. I've watched me some Mega Machines before, so I think the real ones, the big ones in real life in the U.S., I think they run off electrical power. I think they have an umbilical cord that runs out to them. All right. Slowly but surely we're getting there. Yeah, if they simulated what it was in real life, it'd take you like, you know, an entire day to move it from that spot over to here. Oh, it doesn't matter that you're moving rather quickly. Pretty cool model though. You know, I don't expect too much amazing stuff, but it's a pretty cool model. I mean, you got your motors and
we can start
smoke coming out of it. All right, so we can start mining tomorrow. Good news, everybody. So I guess we go to mounting. All right, so mission complete. Let's do the next mission. We got enough time. That didn't take too long. Let's do another one to see what's up.
Right, the bucket
I want to
wheel
do some mining.
excavator is operational now, so we can start extracting the silicone ore and filling our containers with it.
All right. I like the way he says silicone. All right, let's go ahead and hit OK.
Start the whole truck and take it to the unloading side of the bucket wheel excavator. Remember to monitor the hydraulic pressure levels. Going over the allowed maximum value will result in an emergency shutdown of the machine. You'll have to exit the machine and reset the fuses.
I don't want to do that. All right, let's go ahead and do this. So right here is the big hauling truck or truck or dump truck. That's pretty awesome. That's that big Lieberman. Take a look at this thing real quick, huh? Got a digital readout scale on the side of it for how much tonnage you got in there. Massive tires. Pretty good detail on the modeling on this, you know? I gotta say, pretty nice. Pretty nice. Fuel storage. Tires on the front. Let's walk around here. Oh, I didn't want to go up actually. I want to go around it. So wait, we're in Wyoming, but we have... I got to tell you, this situation is based in Wyoming, but we have European tags on the truck. Just, I mean, just one of those things I noticed. I'm not, you know, by no means am I putting it down. It's just, that's funny to me. All right. Maybe it's a Fern company doing the work. Interesting. Pretty cool. Pretty cool model. I like that. All right, so we can climb up. This would be the proper way up. There we go. I don't know how you could make that jump to get onto that one. All right, so let's check this out. You got all your high voltage stuff over here. Fuse panel over here. The fuses are clickable. Yep. How about that? That's pretty cool. Are these? Nope, not clickable. Alright, well, let's get in the cab. As same as before, we'll check out our controls. Throttle W, brake S, A and D, turn, E to exit, X turns on the engine, C adjust the cameras, handbrake is the spacebar, headlights are L, radio turned on and off with P. You can actually change the radio stations if you want to. Q releases the pressure if the hydraulic pressure gets too high. Box tiller up, box trailer down, box trailer up, box trailer down. So in other words, the bed, dump the bed and bring the bed down. All right, so let's go ahead and start the engine up. Get rid of that radio and we'll get going here. So camera out, let's take a look at what we got going on here. Sound like I started up like a little Isuzu van that I'm moving. That's not the noise I imagine coming out of a big, giant, huge dump truck like this. You know what? I'm gonna switch over to my PS3 controller to steer and drive with. I think it'll be a lot easier. And man, this thing is like not gonna fit on the roads. Not gonna fit at all on the road. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Don't you think they'd have bigger roads than this in this area for the, if you had to drive one of these around here? Most construction sites like this, they don't have real roads. It's usually like dirt roads. I mean, from what I've seen on like the Mega Machine stuff and everything, you're usually hauling up a dirt road, going back to a plant or something. So, all right, mirror doesn't really work. I mean, it gives you an image, but it doesn't really work that well. Nothing I can really gauge out of. All right. Cruise on down this road, even though we're not going to be in the road. And if there's any cars coming, I feel sorry for them because they're going to be squished like a pancake. Squished like grape. All right. This is pretty cool. I can say that. I mean, it's pretty cool. Doesn't sound anything like I would imagine a vehicle of this size would sound like. Ooh, do we get under there? I guess those are big enough. Oops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think we were looking through the camera and I think I got a little bit too far to that side over there. So, challenging mode here with the fence on one side. Everything on the other side. Got to be careful here. Don't want to run into anything and flatten anybody or cause any property damage. I think we're good. Let's go. We'll roll over here. And looks like we have to park in a little dark spot right here in front of the bucket digger. forget the actual name of this thing. That digger. I know what a drag line is, but it's not a drag line, so I forget the name of this one. But crawler bucket or something like that. I forget. Alright, so I think we're situated good.
Now we can
There we
start
go.
digging for real. Enter the operator cabin of the bucket wheel excavator and start the engine.
Alrighty. God, we are super good at driving trucks, aren't we? Super good. Alright, so we can go down this and make a jump off. Yeah. Oh, now there's a little ladder. I didn't see that little ladder. I didn't see that little ladder there earlier. So yeah, you could climb up that since there's a little ladder there. Okay. Yeah. Missed it. That one's got rails though over there. It'd be a little easier for you to get up on. And this one right here, you just have to no rails. That's kind of safety concern. All right, so we got to get into this thing and start doing a little work. We got to get all the way over there. Here we got to run the labyrinth on this thing again and figure out where we're supposed to go to get on it. Okay. So we'll go back here to the back. And again, I'm going to do this on keyboard and mouse. It's just easier for me. So we get on this thing. Come up here. I think everything basically is off of main platform up here. So go up here, go up this ladder, come up here. Oops. Go up this. There we go. Go around this corner. Go up this ladder here. Back up here. I don't know if we need to start all this stuff up again. I don't know. Let's go over to the... It says start the bucket wheel excavator in the operator mode. So I don't think we'd have to do all this again. So let's go over here. Climb this ladder here. Run down here. That should get us over to the operator's shack or whatever it is. This is cool. They got a little house here that you work out of. Looks like it's got like some AC units on it. Door here. Oh, we're in. The same pig worked up here as well. All right, let's look at our controls. And we've got the same old thing. Bucket wheel excavator. E exit, X engine, camera. Little handbrake on it. And yeah. Lights, radio, rotate left, right, jib up and down, and you got your wheel on and off. All right, let's get the motor started.
Start the wheel and begin gathering the ore. But be careful now. To minimize ore loss, peel off relatively small layers of soil at a time.
All right. All righty. Well, we got to gather 1,000 units of ore with this thing. I think these things like start up high and then go like left, right, and then come down and go left, right again. I'm not sure. I don't know if you go from the bottom up or up down. Turn that radio thing off. I've got the audio turned off, but if you don't turn the radio off, it will continuously put the name of the song up there. So. All right, let's go ahead and start the rotation of the wheel. I'm gonna start at the top and just kind of go left, right, or right, left, and then work myself down. So let's go ahead and go wheel on, jib up. Oh, that's an annoying noise. Ooh, I'll have to remember to turn that down. So let's get this up pretty high, because it seems like they've been working up high. See how that part of the mountain seems like it's cut in already? So let's get this thing up pretty high, and then we'll start moving to the right with it. How's that going? Are we hitting any dirt? Are we making any headway? I think we're like in baseball, swing and a miss here. Maybe we hit a little dirt here. Alright, so we're missing. Let's go down until we see a little dirt fly. Gotta be getting close. Oh, that looks like that's cutting in. That looks like, oh, we're digging. We're digging. Are we getting any ore? I don't see any ore. Show me some more. Oh, there's some more. We're getting some tonnage in. We are making some headway. We are digging away. I'm a miner now. I'm a strip miner. Bow, chicka, chicka, wow, wow, strip mining. I'm just kidding. Alright, so let's work our bucket back this way. Back to where we started from. And that way, if we gather any dirt out of that area, we'll gather it up. And then, like, we'll just kind of like rotate one way. And then come down just a little bit. And then we'll rotate the other way. And we'll see how that goes. So clearly we got to come back in here and dig into this hillside again. I mean, that's where we're supposed to be because we're 128 meters from where we need to be. We came down a little bit. We should start digging in again. Oh, there we go. We're digging. We're peeling off little bits at a time. This is far faster, though. I will say this. It is, and I know this. This is far faster than we should actually dig in real life. This would be like watching paint dry in real life. It'd be like in real life, but we're gonna go a little bit faster than that because, well, we're playing a video game, right? So we'll just make some tiny little adjustments in the height of the arm, and then we'll just kind of work it back and forth, left and right, and dig out. Look, we're 74 tons already. 78, 79, 80 tons. We're cooking along at this. How much did we gotta get? Oh, 1,000 tons. We might be here for a while. Anyways, so let's go back through here again. Dig a little bit more. Oh yeah, we're doing it little bits at a time, tearing away at that hillside. So the question is it actually like changing the shape of the hillside? It looks like it is. It looks like it is actually digging the hillside out and actually changing the shape of the hillside. It doesn't look like it's like just an animation here. It actually looks like it's tearing the hillside up. See how it looks like it's leaving like dig marks in it? Bring our buckets down a little bit more and we'll go back through here. We'll cut a little bit more out of this hillside. Now let's look when we come back through here and see if it's actually changing the shape of the hillside or if it's just my imagination. I think it actually is changing the shape of the hillside. I'm going to say it is. It sure looks like it. If it wasn't, the bucket would actually be like deeper and deeper into the hillside every time. Let's do this. Let's go back here. I'm not going to change the elevation on it. Let's go back this direction and see if we actually... Oh, the bucket... Does the bucket disappear? Bucket does... It doesn't disappear. It is changing the shape of the hill. See, I mean, if it wasn't changing the shape of the hillside, we wouldn't be able to see the teeth of the bucket anymore because they would still be digging into it. So it's actually changing the shape of the hillside. That's pretty cool. I gotta say that. That's pretty cool. I mean, look, some of the graphics aren't the best in the world, but it's, you know, the gameplay's where it's at. Is the gameplay fun? And I mean, that's pretty cool that it's changing the shape of the hillside. Alright, so you see how as we dig now, the teeth on the bucket go away, and the bucket's about halfway in to the hillside. If we look at with the dust out of the way. You see how it's digging in there? And the more I go in, it digs a little bit deeper into it. So now when we go back, if we go backwards a little bit, and get rid of all the dust, if we get back over here where we've already dug, and we get rid of the dust, so you can see the whole teeth in the whole bucket. It's actually changing the shape of the mountainside. That's pretty cool. I mean, you know, that's pretty cool. I gotta say, I like that. Oh, got a little framiness there. Got a little framey, going too fast. All right. Pretty cool here. How much we got? 242. It also says it up in the upper right hand corner. But I'm trying to be the real operator that I am and look down at my gauge here and see how many tons I've got on me. But yep, getting a little framey on me. Getting a little framey. Might need a little optimization. Again, guys, keep in mind, this is beta. I got a key from Playways. I will say that. Let me go ahead and say that. I did get this for free. So that I could check it out and bring it to you guys and let you guys see it. So it is beta, so there might be some things that change between now and the 29th when this game releases. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, it seems like when we get the red dust here, the red dirt going, we get a little framey if we move too fast. If it just sits here, it's okay, but it does seem to get a little framey as we go in there. And so if I just kind of, you know, maybe that's the trick to keep you to slow down a little bit. If I just kind of pulse it, it doesn't get nearly as framey as it does. But you can see it every time I shift it to the left a little bit, it gets a little framey. And then as soon as I stop it moving, though, it comes right back to where it should be. So, you know, I guess if you're impatient and you're in a hurry to do things, you can just power right through this. Or you can just kind of slowly do it and work your way through the process. Anyways. Yeah, you see how framey that guy right there? Nasty framey. Nasty, nasty framey. Alright. Don't want to get it too framey. But at the same time, I'd like to get done before Christmas time here. Alright, come on now. Stop with the framiness. Yeah, a little optimization on this would help. And again, so you guys know, I'm running with a 980 Ti on a AMD 8350. And runs most games pretty good. I mean, it runs some really hardcore games fairly well, and I get pretty good frame rates on them. So for this to be a little bit framey like this every time I move, it just it's an optimization thing on the game. Alright, so we keep spitting up a little bit of dirt here. We should be back about where we started. Yep. Alright, so now it's time to bring the bucket down a little bit. And we go at it again. So, yeah, that framiness is driving me nuts. Alright, see how we're digging into that mountainside? See how we're pretty deep into it now. Man, we're getting like some really full buckets, really big cuts on this. We ought to get some good ore on this. Oh yeah, that actually made the buckets go backwards. It got so framey. Oops. Yeah, well that's terribly bad. Not unplayable, but it is quite laggy from that. I don't know what would be caused that. I mean, well, I mean, it is redrawing the map every time that bucket moves. It's having to redraw that entire thing. Maybe if I look down, it won't cause as much problem. I'll just look over here, not pay attention to it. Nope, it's still ultra laggy looking over that way. So, yeah. I'm still having fun, even though it's a little laggy. But it is causing me to slow down way a lot. Alright, so, I mean, basically my strategy is to go all the way to the right. Cool. Can y'all see that? There is a definite line right there where the bucket is and where the area that it hasn't dug in is. That's pretty sharp, I have to say. Pretty impressed with that. And you can also see, like, there's a different shade to the mountain. Like, underneath the cut is a little bit tanner than the area that's just been cut. It seems you know, a light gray. Yeah, that framiness drives me nuts. All right. Yeah, I'm having to go really slow with this just because of the framiness. Otherwise, it's going to become a slideshow on the video, and yeah, nobody wants to watch that. So maybe they do a little optimization on this. That'll help out a little bit. All right, so the old same process here, and we got to move a little bit here and make sure that we're cutting the whole hillside here. Since we did, as we started coming down, we started eating into the dirt a little bit more. Yeah, just for demonstration purposes, I'm just gonna hold down my right mouse button, or the left button, which is A, and we're just gonna go at, if you were to hold the button down, and we're just gonna go, we're gonna see how framey it gets. The bucket's going backwards now. Oh yeah. So yeah, they got a little bit of work with right there. But again, keep in mind, guys, this is beta. They just released the keys today for it, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot of comments on it, and I'm sure they'll do a little bit of work on it. So, but yeah, I'm just curious to see, by doing this, how much faster we can bucket some more, because, you know, I'd like to get the 1,000 ore before the end of the video. But yeah, that's quite framey right there, as far as that goes. Whew. Rough. Yeah, that's tough to watch. That's tough to watch when he gets that framey. Alright, so 557 tons of ore. Alright, let's bring it down again. We're gonna get nowhere fast doing it like this and have to worry about the frame rate. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna finish up when we get my 1,000 tons of ore in here, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright guys, we're back, and we're at 987 tons of ore, and we should be just about to get this wrapped up, so I thought I'd bring you guys back in. And again, it's just pretty framey, and it's been kind of rough. So, but it only took me about 5 or 6 minutes to get to this point, so it's not been that bad. I've just kind of been inching along, grabbing a little bit. We should be I mean, next little wiggle should get us to where we need to be. That should do it right there. There we go.
You've gathered enough raw ore. It was automatically converted to the production quality silicone. Go on down to the unloading shaft and fill the whole truck up with the material.
Alrighty. I want to call him Tex. He just sounds sort of like a Tex or whatever. Alright, so we got to stop the engine. Oh, we should probably stop the little bucket from turning before we shut the engine off. It's probably a better idea. Anyways, machine that cannot exit it while it is working. What we do wrong? Oh, I turned it off. There we go. All right, cool. So we can get out. All right, and let's roll around. So if you look at that thing, you really can see that it is actually shaped the side of the mountain now. You can see the difference in it. Very cool. And you can actually see some texture in there that looks like the teeth of the bucket actually going into the side of the hill. I thought that was pretty darn cool. You got to give them that. All right, so we'll frame you here. Here we go. Coming on up here. Yep. Let's walk up here and take a look at the bucket. This is an OSHA issue right here, probably. You could probably fall off and kill yourself right there. I think they'd probably say something about that. All right, so I guess we can sprint on up here. It's kind of framey right now. Not gonna lie. Anyways, we're gonna move on over here, and we're gonna speed on down this ladder here, going the wrong direction. Down a ladder. I mean, we wait. Let's go down the steps the right way. Wait. Anyways, we'll go down these the wrong way and down the other ones the wrong way as well. Kind of be reversed on everything. Just kidding. Yeah. I'd like to see it where you actually have to turn around and go down those ladders. You know, these ladders, yeah, you could go down them. I mean, like this ladder here, you go down it. And you know, people who work on these things all the time would go down that way. But those other ladders, no, you gotta turn around to go down those. You can't go down them like you're walking down steps. All right, so we gotta come over here real quick, like so, and come up to this switch here in the front. And the whole thing is just really framey right now. I'm wondering if it's physics. I'm curious about this. All right, so we're shooting little pellets of ore out of here, and that's going to come out and go into our Lieberman, our Lieber, and then we're going to head on over to the. We're going to head over and take it to wherever it needs to go. But I'm curious if there's physics involved, and we're going to test it in just a second. Because we got to transfer this group of ore somewhere, and if there's physics involved, each one of those is an actual element that has to be calculated to move. And if that's the case, that could explain some of the framiness. Oops, I let go of the button. Hold the button. We need 275 tons. Goodness, that's a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight. All right.
Go back to the haul truck and transport the ore to the container.
All righty. That's what we're going to do. We're going to lumber around this beast to the first down ladder we come to. And then we will get this transported to the container. Nice. All right, so come down here. Come down here. Oops. Little framey again. All right, so we're gonna run around here. Yeah, ever since we did that whole dig, man, the game's gotten kind of framey on me. And I'm thinking it's look at that. You can definitely tell where we've cut the side of that mountain versus what was there before. That's You can even see it down where the bucket is right now. Pretty cool. I wonder if leaving that bucket low like that in that hillside is contributing to the framiness right now. Curious. Alright, so we gotta drive this guy. We remember how to do this. We turn on the engine, we turn off the radio so we don't have to look at the title of the songs up in the air there, like we just don't care. We gotta watch our pressure and release it if it gets a little bit high. Let off on the handbrake, and we're gonna drive forward a little bit. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna use the PS3 controller for this again. And what I want to do is I want to change the camera angle. And what I want to do is I want to stop real quick and oh, look at that. The little pellets actually move around. Wait, let's get to the camera that's... Oh. Let me see if I can get to the one. Spin the camera around so I can see the back. It's just really framey. I have to be honest with you guys on that. I'm not real happy about that. But yeah, if we stop real abruptly, wow, I mean, back up, stop. Oh yeah, there's physics involved. There's definitely physics involved. That's probably what's causing the issue with the framiness. All them little pellets there have to be calculated and drawn in and like calculate their mass and everything. That's probably what's got it. All right, so wow, that's pretty crazy. But I gotta say, it makes this thing really framey. The performance has gone down so poorly now. I mean, it's just, ugh. I caught that fence around because I just can't tell where I'm at. It's the frame rate. Frame rapage. Alright, so let's take it real smooth going through here so that we don't hit this oil pipe or whatever. Because of the frame rapage I've got going on right now. There we go. Oh yeah, I'm liable to wreck at any moment. Yeah, I think I'm like clipping that fence on the inside. I gotta be honest with you. I think I'm clipping the fence. Oh yeah, I'm right up on the fence. Let's get off the fence here. Oh, I don't like that camera. I don't like cameras that automatically do what I don't want it to do. Oh, I got too much weight in here. I was only supposed to have like 275 tons in here and it shows I have 300. Well, that's wrong. Well, that's not good. Wow. All right. All right, so we'll head back over to the facility here and go from there. So I gotta tell you guys, I did this whole scenario once. I'm gonna be honest with you here. I did this whole scenario once just to see what this game was about, you know, and I didn't have this much frame rapage in that instance. So there's nothing running in the background on the computer, but the last time I did it, I did not leave that head stuck in the ground like that. Now I did get all that frame rapage when we were digging with the shovel, but this part of it did not run this poorly. So I have to be honest with you on that part of this. Not really sure why this is running so framey, but the shovel part of it was super framey, and I'm just wondering if because I shut that thing down the wrong way and left that shovel stuck in the side of the hill over there, if maybe that could be causing issues, because I just don't know. I just don't know. And I don't want to portray the game in a bad light, because it's actually kind of fun. You know, Not the best graphics in the world. The controls are, you know, minimal. But it's actually a pretty cool game. Pretty cool, pretty fun. This is about as far as I got with it the last time I did it, but it's pretty fun nevertheless. Alright, so we got to swing around here. That's the reason I know exactly where I'm going. I got to swing around here. Gosh, it's so framey. Super framey. Alright, so alright, let's back this thing up. Holy cow, it's framey. God, I really hate that it's this bad. I really do. Makes me almost want to try it again and see if I can play it without all the frame rapage. Which I might try it again and try another recording. So but anyways, we got to back up here to this little container, and I need to change camera so I can actually spin around and see what I'm doing. God, that's crazy. Alright, so stop that right there. I mean, this thing just really, it acts loaded. It acts completely different than it does unloaded, which was the other little clue I had, that there might be some serious physics going on in here. So it definitely is calculating some physics. Alright, so I'm going to use my right mouse button to go ahead and up that and dump it out. And watch, it actually, like, each one of these moves individually, which I think is pretty cray, right? You know? So that's actually going out one at a time, and we need to pull forward just a little bit so we don't let them all fly out the back. But yeah, I mean, the fact that they're actually individually controlled is awesome, and that they're not just falling in some predetermined order. Need to pull forward just a little bit. There we go. And you can even see as I move forward, they really started to dump, and as I raised the bed, they went even better.
With that enthusiasm, I'm sure we'll get along
all right, thank you, Tex, appreciate that. So this is where I'm going to call it into the game. There's more to go, but I'm going to call it in right here, just because the frame rapage is so bad right now. And again, I want to look at it a little bit and make sure that it's not the game, that it's not my rig causing the rapage. I may actually try to re-record this if that is the fact, and I will do that. But if not, if I put it up with that frame rapage in there, it's actually the game. And it could be the fact that I left that head stuck right in the side of the wall. So I don't know. I don't know what caused that, but boy, it really got bad right there towards the end. So, but anyways, it's pretty fun. We will start again anew with another episode. Just let me know what you guys think about the game so far, because it looks like a pretty cool game. It really does. I mean, like I said, the controls are minimalistic. It's not necessarily a simulator. It's more of an arcade game, but it is kind of fun. And we'll see what happens with this whole project. Again, keep in mind, guys, this is a beta game, but it is called Giant Machines 2017. It is going to be released on Steam on September the 29th from Playway. And yeah, if you want to see more videos on it, make sure you comment down below and let me know what you think of the video so far. And again, I'll get back with you guys, and we'll explore a little bit more of it if you guys want to see more of the videos. So anyways, thanks for watching today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Until then, see you later. Stay safe. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, I hope you consider giving it a like, maybe even sharing it with your friends. It does help me out a tremendous amount and is greatly appreciated. Also, leave some comments down below. That's really the only way I can gauge if you guys are enjoying what's being put out. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want daily notifications. I try to do a new video each and every day. Also, if you want to stay in touch with me and find out what's going on, our social links are down in the bottom left-hand corner. Twitter is where I usually announce schedule changes, live streams, and new video releases. Facebook's a great way to get in touch with me if you have any questions to ask. And of course, I am trying to get to 1,000 followers on Google+, which I know I'll probably be old and gray before that happens, but if you can jump over there and follow me, it would be super awesome. So if you like today's video, there's a whole lot more content on the channel. I hope you'll browse through it, find something to keep yourself entertained until the next video or live stream. Speaking of live streams, I try to do them nightly around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Until the next time, thanks again for watching. See you soon.